So this is a PowerPoint where I'm charging. My phone is low. Sorry guys, I'm busy chewing. I bought myself KFC because I am craving KFC. So let me take you from the door. Okay. So this is as you get in. Let's see. Okay. I like that. That caught my eye. Dreaming big. Dreaming big dreams. Do not disturb. And this. Whoa, this is spacious. Oh my days. What is the shower, bathroom, and this is the double king. And there are things everywhere. So the day that I decided to do the thing, I'm wearing the exact same thing I wore. I've got my chips. I'm wearing the exact same thing I was wearing the last time I did this. You know, people were laughing at me like, you've got so many suitcases, like you're not going back. But I've literally worn everything, guys. And I'm loving the stairs. Like these 2 steps here. That lead into not much of a view. But probably make for some good pictures. So yeah. So this is my room, guys. So I thought I'm gonna treat myself because I'm feeling quite a lot of anxiety about going home. I thought I'll just leave a day early from my friends and stay here. So this is like 5 minutes from the airport, and this is where I'm staying tonight. Yes. What do they have here? Shampoo, hand lotion. I bet that's like bath hot. Tissues here, they're sort of like making like a flower thing. Yeah, and that down there. I just lifted that up because we're about to sit on there, girl. And we're getting that out so we can get these off so we can sit on there. Alright, I'm gonna do a full video after this. I'm gonna do a full video and we just reflect and chat. I promise. I promise. Hola, Gina later, aka Mahadi, not Mahali, the girl that calls for country's home. I've just had my dinner. So I wiped off my beautiful pink lipstick. I shall insert. Yeah. I've had a not so good day, like because I wasn't okay. My spirit was just low. And I just thought I'll come chat to my people because life, but no regrets whatsoever. No regrets whatsoever. About what? About life, about my past, about being here, and all the costs incurred. We are not regretful. Because this girl needed this trip. This girl needed this trip. I don't know where I would be. Honestly, I don't know had I not come here, you know. I just had a rude awakening. I think some of you remember, I think I mentioned it on the private YouTube thing where I was mentioning how I asked, it could have been here, how I asked the school to for a repayment plan because I can't afford the full payment that they want per month. And I had mentioned also that the baby daddy, I had spoken to him about, financial struggles. And, he had said he would add what he sends per month. What I get via, let me say, well, he sends it. He sends it via the government, child support. I get child support for one child because the other child is over 18 and he doesn't send anything for the other child. And even what he sends for the one child is not enough for her school fees and her accommodation and her food and her singing lessons, drama lessons, all sorts of things that she gets up to. Her clothes, her whatever she likes. The money I get is not enough, but it's good money. So, he had said he would send me money to top up, to help with the other child as well, because he's still a dependent. But I got the money for 2 months. We spoke in January. We had plans for the year that, okay, we're going to do this. And I have not received the money since. I'm not receiving the money. So I'm now feeling so anxious because, I had some money that was saved up that I'm now living on. And it's not fair, I'm using it for the purpose of what it wasn't planned for, I was trying to build up my deposit for a home. And now it looks like I'll be paying school fees with that money. It just hurts. It just hurts because how I struggled. Even this, I think I mentioned on the members only. I struggled so much to sell the house. Our house almost got repossessed. I had to go to the lawyers. I even ended up in hospital with an anxiety attack. I had to fight for the house to be sold. He didn't want to sell the house, and yet he had not paid the mortgage for a year, basically. So let's just say 6 months, because the first 6 months he had asked for the COVID help, which I had found out. My name was on the mortgage, but I had found out about that when the bank emailed him back to approve the application, and I was CC'd on the email. And scrolled down, I see that his email said it was from him and I didn't know anything about it. So I was not a happy bunny, but I was grateful that, okay, we can breathe, he can breathe, because I knew this financial situation. He had just moved out. I didn't think he could afford to move out based on finances. And, I had suggested that the kids and I go to a smaller place that he could afford. And he had insisted we stay where we are because that's our home. And that he was taking care of it, only he wasn't. And I got a letter from the bank basically telling me how much we were in arrears. And that basically they were going to take the house if we didn't pay. And that's when I contacted him. He just was not cooperative. He wasn't interested. He didn't want to sell. I don't know what he was thinking. But the men was adamant. The men did not want to sell. And I'm thinking, you would think common sense is common. You don't want to sell. But the other option is that the bank repossesses the house. What are you saying? What do you even mean you don't want to sell? Like, what are you saying? I had to go to the lawyers. You guys. Oh, these things are triggering. These things are triggering. I think this video is just to vent, really. Oh, I had to do such a lot of up and down to get that house sold. And then when we get equity, he still wants his share. I mean, firstly, why don't you give me the house? Why can't you give me and the kids the house? You know our situation. You know that I've never worked in my life, essentially. And you know you are the reason I never worked. You know you didn't want me to go to work. You threw such a tantrum. You know you didn't want me to study. You threw such a tantrum. You know every time I said I was going to go study, you threatened divorce or you actually left. You know that. You know I am where I am because of you. I was bending backwards and leftwards and I was doing all sorts of somersaults to try and keep you in this marriage. You know that. You know I'm the product of you. I'm the product of what I thought was love. Giving you what you wanted, what you were asking for. You know that. And yet you can't even give me the house. You can't even give me and the kids the house by paying for it, keeping up the repayment. And once you have failed and lied, because you said you were paying. Once you have lied about it, and now it's either we sell or the bank takes it, you don't want to sell. You don't want to sign. I fight because I don't want to start my life in debt. I don't want to start over with that debt under my name. Once you decide to sign, you still want your share. You can't just give me all the equity so I can get another home for the children. You know my earning capacity. You know I don't even have a degree. You know that. I don't have a diploma. You know my situation very well. I have been home supporting you to get your things, to specialize, to do all sorts. I was home making sure that everything... I was your cheerleader. I was making sure things are in place. I was making all sorts of things that a partner is supposed to do. I was in partnership with you to make sure that you are where you are today. And yet you can't even say, Mahadi, I know you're leaving this marriage with nothing. I know you're not even getting anything from my pension. Please, just take all the equity and see how you start over with the kids. I'm so sorry I've left you. I'm so sorry that I want something else with my life. I'm so sorry I want someone else. But thank you so much. Just take the equity. You get your percentage of the equity, which you are sharing with no one, which you are having. It's yours. My one is for me and the kids. How is that fair? How is that fair? How? I don't know, guys. But anyway, it's my last day here. And I think I got the email yesterday. Did I read it yesterday or on Friday? I think Friday. It really ruined my holiday. But I knew it was coming because I knew I had asked the school that I pay $300 a month. It's supposed to be 1,092 or something. That's what it was last year anyway. This year it's a bit higher. And they had denied at first, they made me cry. Like I started this year just so hard. So I told them that, because I had the money from the equity of the house, I had that in a fixed deposit. So I told them I'm going to have money in July. So they said, okay, they'll agree to that payment plan just for the 6 months. And then afterwards, I told them I would be working they said, okay, I really could do with them continuing the repayment plan, and it gives me, it's painful. It's painful that I have to part with that amount of money, that much money, when this child has her father. Like me, in my situation, in my financial situation, where I don't have pensions. I'm starting over at 41. I am starting over. And then instead of being able to put the money aside for a rainy day, for a house deposit, for education, my education, my holidays, retreats, because the girl needs them, for me and the children's holidays, rent, gas, electricity. Instead of me being able to put money away for life cover, which I don't have a life cover, I have to be paying this heavy school fees. Yeah, instead of me yeah yeah, guys. But you know what? Trouble is, there's so many deadbeat dads that one is just grateful that at least yours gives you something. You get something. And at least every once in a blue moon, he actually sees the kids. I mean, I'm glad he took them on holiday right now, even though he hardly spent time with them as expected. Like, that's what I thought. He didn't do anything out of the ordinary. But they were happy when I spoke to them. Each time they sounded happy, and I'm happy. I'm glad they're coming home. I'm glad I'm going home. But I'm not looking forward to dealing with him. I just hope that man can just stop shifting the goalposts and sign the divorce settlement that he came up with. He came up with it. Now he wants it changed. And I had to pay my lawyer $1,500 for that to be changed. He comes up with rules. He doesn't want to get a lawyer. He says, I'm the one who got a lawyer, so I need to pay for the lawyer because I got the lawyer. But if I didn't get the lawyer, I would get nowhere with him. Already I have a lawyer, but he's still shifting goalposts. Every minute he's changing this. Anything he says, it's not true. He'll say something like, oh my goodness, I don't even. Future faking. Look it up. He makes all sorts of promises. All sorts of promises. Doesn't come through. So why would I deal with him? Why would I not get a lawyer? Because all I'm trying to do is to make sure what he says actually happens. Let's make it a legally binding document. Let's make it happen. Because we'll sit down, we'll agree, when he's in a good mood. Next thing, it's like that conversation never happened. Never. So I'm tired of those things. So and now he wants to blame me for it, that I chose to get a lawyer. So, so now I've paid the lawyer. I've accepted that, okay, I got the lawyer. I'm paying for the lawyer. Which is where the money, a huge chunk of the money also has gone to, and we're still not done. I've been invoiced, but we're still not done. I've been invoiced for the work done so far. We're not done because now he wants this to be changed as well. He wants the settlement agreement that he came up with to be changed. To say he lives with the kids, and he doesn't. He doesn't live with them. Hey, guys. Sometimes I feel like I'm living in an impossible universe. Oh. Like, I don't understand. Some things you think are so straightforward. So straightforward. But nothing is straightforward when you're dealing with the character that I'm dealing with. Nothing is straightforward. It feels like a never-ending story, a never-ending nightmare. It feels like I'm dealing with Vecna. Oh, I just need this thing over. I have no strength for it. So I don't know how I'm going to deal with the school fee one. It's just painful. I just have to cry and let it go. Just somehow get the money. Let the money be there. And it's not justice. It's not just. You know? Because if I actually wanted, I could go after so much. I could go after his book. Whatever money he's making, I could go after so much. Because I'm getting nothing from this marriage. There was nothing. Nothing. Okay, I got my car. But when I look at the things I should be getting out of this marriage, and I'm getting nothing. Like I'm coming, I'm living with a car. After 20 years, I'm living with a car. Only. And 80% from the sale of the house, from the equity, from the sale of the house that was in arrears. So the bank deducted the areas. We had to pay the areas. A house that hadn't been paid for over a year. Because it was the 6-month COVID and then the 6 months arrears. When I got the letter, it was 6 months in arrears. It was 26,000 in arrears. And then there was another 3 months chasing after this guy to try and get him to. He wasn't answering the calls from the bank. He wasn't responding to emails from the bank. He was ignoring everything. He wasn't answering my calls. And he would come to the house to see the kids. And I bring up the topic. He just says, Mahadi, I'm not here to talk about that. I don't know if he just enjoys playing games or like I don't understand. So all that money that was owed had to be paid first before we can share the overdraft, the equity. And can you believe we still celebrated together? I called him after I got the money. I'm like, oh, it's here. We were screaming, like, oh, this is us. We have money. Hi, hi, guys. No, I don't think this man is the one that's crazy. I am the one that's crazy. Two nutheads. That was us. Anyway, I don't wish you could have my life, honestly. I just wish he could do the right thing. He could just do the right thing. Like, I just wish he could just, in his heart, just do the right thing. I can't be struggling with money. You know? My problems are valid. It's valid. How I feel is valid. I can't be struggling with money. I know some of you are struggling even worse. I have a friend who gets $50 for 3 kids. I'm not laughing. It's not funny. Because the husband declared himself bankrupt. Yeah. Anywho, I think I'm gonna, before this video, you would have seen the video of the divorce what, which is it's a members only video at the moment. I'm just gonna make it public, and then I think it will fill in a lot of things in this rant video, which I'm gonna post when, I don't know. Yeah, I was feeling quite tired before sitting down to do the video, so I'll probably edit this and then upload it and schedule it. But I think I'm gonna do the divorce paper one public. These things that I said, obviously it's quite personal, but I'm just fed up. I'm fed up. I feel like I protect him quite a lot. I just feel it's sickening sometimes, the things he does. It's just sickening. And he believes with his whole heart that, or rather that's the idea I get, that he really believes he's doing the right thing. He believes he's entitled. He believes that the world owes him something, that everybody owes him something. Like, he believes he is doing the right thing by himself. So yeah. Anywho, thanks guys for hearing me rant. I do apologize that this was all over the place. I had it planned this morning while I was busy crying. I knew exactly what I want to come talk about, but I don't remember a thing. I don't remember what it is that I wanted to talk about. Thank you for watching, and if it was your first time here, I hope I made some sense. Those of you who've been here, I love you guys, and I know you now understand me. I do apologize for the new people if I didn't make much sense, but I hope you liked me enough to join this family by clicking that subscribe button, and please join the membership. Guys, I'm going back home, so life is gonna be a lot more organized. Yeah, it's been hella hectic. Beautifully hectic. I'm so grateful I could do this. So very grateful. It was healing being here, but we are very, very anxious going back home. Oh, so anxious. But the Lord says, or Paul says, be anxious for nothing, but in everything with prayer and supplication, make all your requests known to God. And the peace of God shall guard your hearts and minds in Christ Jesus. And whatever things are true, whatever things are pure, whatever things are good, whatever things are noble, meditate on these things, or something like that. So yeah, Lord help me. I hope my therapist has a slot this week. He's able to just get me out of the funk that I'm feeling myself getting sucked back into. Just the thought of dealing with my ex. Hell. It is hell on earth. I wish I didn't have to deal with him. I wish I didn't have to see him. Ever. But I wish him all success. I wish him all the love. I wish him all the joy. I wish him all the best. But I don't want to deal with him. I do not want to deal with him. All right, love you. But remember that God loves you even more. And that is true. Ciao, ciao. Hella! You watched everything. Thank you so much for watching everything. Now don't forget to subscribe. And go back to my other videos and scroll and scroll and scroll and watch everything. There's very good things in here. Very good, interesting things. You are number one. Number one. Now thank you. And take care of yourself.